Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about the level that everyone has been waiting for, the secret cow level. Now, I'm going to break this down into three small parts. The first part's going to be covering what we know so far, what the data miners have pulled out. The second part is going to be what I think the cow level is going to look like, and the third part is going to be what I hope that the cow level is going to look like, because unfortunately, I don't think that I'm going to get what I want here. But let's dive into part one right now, what we know so far. So if you don't know about it, there's currently a Discord server that is filled to the brim with data miners and community members that are all working together to try to test a bunch of theories, uncover information, and basically figure this whole thing out, start to finish, and they're almost there. They've pretty much done it, except for the final part. So where we stand right now, we know that there are 3 relics. You need to collect these relics. You need to cleanse them in the fountain in Ked Bardu. Once all 3 are cleansed, you will then get a key from the fountain. You're going to take this key that you get, you're going to enter a dungeon or cellar area, and then you will unlock the cow level somewhere in there somehow. We expect that this will be tied to a quest. There is currently a quest in the game that isn't actually in the game. It's in the game files, but it's not out there yet. But it is believed that all of this is tied together, and until you have that quest activated, you can't actually access the level. But whether we can access it or not, people are still trying to do everything they can to get in now. If it is possible, they will find a way, I'm sure. Unfortunately, none of the relics have dropped for any account that is associated with this hunt just yet. We don't believe that a relic has dropped anywhere in the game for anyone, so we don't really know what the prerequisites are in order to get these to drop. We don't know what drops them, we don't know what the drop rate is, we don't know if there's special conditions that need to be met, but they are currently testing killing the butcher during a hell tide in these specific areas that are associated with the relics. Now this is tough because the butcher doesn't usually spawn in hell tides very easily. It takes a lot. You have to get pretty lucky with it, but you can get him to spawn in, and if this is a very rare drop from him, then the conditions of having a hell tide, getting the butcher in it, getting a very rare drop from him, your odds just keep decreasing and decreasing, making this actually pretty tough. So if this is actually the way that the relics are obtained, we can expect a long, grindy process to acquire everything that we need in order to actually activate this quest chain and get things moving. And it's because of that, I believe that the cow level is not in the game yet. And I know that people are pretty split on it. I know that there's a lot of people that are kind of slowly coming to terms with the fact that, you know what, maybe it actually isn't in the game yet. Maybe we do need to wait. You know, Diablo 3, it wasn't in the game at launch. They added it in later, but there's a good chance, legitimately, that it is not in the game yet. Diablo devs have said that it isn't in the game, but we can clearly see that the pieces are there. So it should be coming. I don't believe it's in the game yet. And this is where we kind of get into my thoughts on the cow level and what we can expect from it. But as far as the butcher theory goes, I find it pretty hard to believe that they're going to have players spend 30, 40 hours going through all of these hell tides, trying to get lucky with butcher spawns, trying to get lucky with a rare drop 3 times in 3 different zones to get the 3 items in order to go to the cow level once, unless you are able to unlock it permanently, or unless it is a very rewarding area to visit where you can get some really cool stuff. Either way, I wouldn't put my eggs into either of these baskets. I don't think that it's going to be a permanent unlock that you can just visit whenever you want to, just teleport to whenever, as long as you've done it once. And I also don't believe that it's going to be this incredibly difficult to unlock, super rewarding place to visit as much as I want it to be. I don't think that it's going to be that, because this is something for the masses. The cow level is something for everyone to experience. It was a huge part of Diablo 2. It was integrated in Diablo 3. It's in Diablo 2 Resurrected. It's everywhere. So it's going to be something, I believe, that is accessible to the community once Blizzard is ready for people to start accessing it. Now, I don't really know what to expect once we get inside of the cow level. I don't know if it's going to be this great place to farm experience and gear and all that, because it hasn't been. In Diablo 2 Resurrected, it isn't that. In Diablo 3, it wasn't that. So I'm not really sure if this is just going to be a quick little glimpse into the cow level to kind of bring the community back, like, oh, remember the good old days? Or if this is actually going to be something that is cool, something that is farmable with good drops or anything like that. I really don't know, but I expect it to be something fun. I don't think that this is something that the Diablo devs are just completely overlooking. I don't think that they're just going to tag this in lazily. I really do think that it's going to be a cool experience, whatever it is, whether it's short, whether it's long, whether it's revisitable or not, I don't know. But I do think that it will be something neat and memorable once they are ready to release it. I firmly believe that it is not in the game yet. I do not think that the data miners will come up with a way to do this, because I don't think that they are able to right now. It's nothing against their skill or abilities. They've uncovered so much stuff, and it's been really cool to see, but I do not believe that they have any way to access this part of the game yet, because it just has not been implemented. As for what I want to see from the cow level, I am completely fine with it being extremely difficult. I don't have any problem at all with, grinding it out for a week or whatever it takes. Grind it out, get it, visit it, but I want it to be worth my time. Now that they have the mount system implemented, obviously we're riding around on horses, but I think it would be really, really cool to go into the cow level if they were to do some type of season challenge, if they were to build a season around this cow level and really give it its time to shine. You go in there, you go through all of this stuff. There's a huge Cow King boss at the end. You beat him, you get a cow mount you can ride around on instead of a horse. I think that would be amazing to just have a cow with a crown, something like that. Just you've tamed this beast by defeating the super hard boss at the end of the cow level. I think that would be awesome. In every MMO I've played, I've always cared about cosmetics. I've always been a collector. I try to get the rare mounts. I try to get the rare items. And I think this would be a really cool addition for me personally. I don't know if anyone else would care about this, but you already have Uber Lilith that drops a mount. You have the PvP mount that you can unlock. I don't think that they're necessarily going to do a mount along with the cow level, but I do think that there is an opportunity there for them to do something cool, and I hope that they do. That's going to be about it for this one. I know we have the major patch that's coming up soon. Blizzard has announced that it's going to be like 13 pages long. It's going to be a huge, huge patch. I kind of wish that they were rolling it out slowly, because there are some changes that I would like to see to the game now, but hopefully we get it before too long. I know Season 1 is kind of slotted for mid-July, so they still have a couple weeks, but I would like to see it sooner rather than later, kind of get things ironed out before Season 1 kicks off. So hopefully there's some more information on that soon. If there is, you'll get a video here. I'll be covering it. I have some more stuff that's going to be coming out soon, gear guides, my take on some different things that I would like to see in the game, all sorts of stuff. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.